Hey, what's up, everybody? This is DJ Keo, and today I wanted to talk about scaling back. Recently, I was on the Pioneer DJ blog. They have a blog, it's actually pretty interesting. And they were talking about using DJ gear that's 20 years old and the problems they came across and what they had to overcome whatever to use the gear properly. It kind of got me thinking about this, and I get the irony from my channel, especially me in particular, because I love talking about DJ gear and the newest equipment and the newest updates for DJ software or whatever. But like every so often I like to scale it back. I got a bunch of records on my wall, and every once in a while I'll pull out some vinyl and I'll just spin like the good old days. When I started DJing, I had some really crappy needles, like Stanton needles, that I had to put like a penny on top of it to kind of weigh it down, so when I scratch, it didn't skip around the place. And people who DJ'd on vinyl, you have to worry about records that would wear out if you kept scratching in that one area when you're trying to mix in and that stuff. And you get staticky sounds like that. Or people who use CDJs back in the day, if you burnt your own CDs to put your mixes together, whatever you're playing, if you didn't burn it correctly, or you had like you burnt it too fast or whatever, like there's issues, whatever, that would affect whether or not your DJ gear will work effectively. And that's one of the things that happened to the DJs that were talking about this article. And I'm going to post this in the link below so you can kind of read it yourself. But they came across having issues from worn out DJ gear with the lasers. It wouldn't read it. And the crazy part is, I don't think that we truly appreciate how good we have it right now. Think about it. Like, you don't have to carry heavy crates. If you want to put a song, just play a song that's not from whatever on your CDs or whatever, just plug it in a thumb drive or just grab it off the internet. We're so far in advance that it's laughable the riches that we have available to us. Now, the reason why I think this is interesting is that if you really want to know how good a DJ you are, turn off all the crutches. And I know everybody's thinking, yeah, I don't use the sync button. Okay, that's great. Close your laptop screen. Everything on your laptop screen is a crutch. Everything, from the waveforms to the hot cues to the BPM to the mixing key, everything on your screen, even the folders you have your songs in, that is a crutch. Every so often when I'm doing DJ sets or whatever, I want to stress this, because I'm not trying to be one of those guys that looks down on DJs like, you're not a real DJ, whatever. Those guys. But like, what I'm trying to say is that the songs in your folders, the continuous songs that you pick, that you've used for every party for how many months now, that's a crutch. Ability to find new songs and put new songs into your playlist, that's a skill that you gain because you're not falling back on the basics that everyone's using right now. I think that's the best way to describe it. And as DJs, we have it so good right now that it's good to just scale things back. That's what I'm talking about here. And I'm not talking about going back to the Stone Age and just using turntables or be one of those guys. I get it, irony from having these back here. I get it. I'm not suggesting that at all. Most times when I play, I use a controller, right? I'm gonna carry these things if I don't have to. So I'm not trying to say that at all. But what I'm saying is that if you really want to know how good a DJ you are, turn off everything. No hot cues, nothing. Just go back to the golden days, just to see. I think it would be a very interesting experiment, if you will, to see what you think your skills are versus what your skills actually are. Now, here's the thing, all right? And I want to stress this enough, right? Because you got to do these caveats. I'm not talking personally about, I'm better than you because I do this or whatever. I'm not saying it at all. I think I'm an average to okay DJ, and I like to do these challenges for myself to improve my skills and to get myself better. I think most DJs are average to mediocre, to be honest. There's a bell curve, and a bell curve is like, it goes like this. And on this end, you have your top superstar DJs, scratch cutting, doing everything. And then you have your bums on this side, right? And most DJs are here in the middle. We have the benefit of the greatest DJ gear known to man of all time. We have this benefit. We also have the benefit of unlimited music and resources and laptops and screens and waveforms, whatever. We have all these benefits. And if you think about it, all these things are crutches and they kind of weigh you down eventually. As a thought experiment, when you play your new song, for all the DJs that don't use sync, for when you play your new song, you load up one song and then you get your new song and put it onto the deck, right? What are you doing? Most people are looking at the screen, sliding up your pitch fader till it matches the number, and then they start mixing their thing in, right? That's what most people do. We've skipped a step of I'm listening to you and trying to do this. And the reason why I skipped a step is because we're doing loops, we're doing all this craziness, things that weren't physically possible before. The problem of all this is that you wear down your basic skills of your ears. Listen, all right? I've listened to some DJs on Twitch and I've been to clubs and parties and watched some abysmal mixes. And the reason being is that it's like a GPS. You have your GPS on your phone and like your car is in the middle about to drive off a cliff, but you're like, GPS says to go straight, so we're going straight. Like this is what's happened with a lot of people who analyze the stuff on their library. And when it comes time to actually mix this thing with your ears, you're like, oh, there's all kind of problems down here. But I'm just saying, like, we diminish our skills by trusting our crutches too much. Now, this is not to berate people who use this stuff. I stare at my laptop all the time and I'm trying to get myself out of it, which is why I like to spin vinyl every once in a while. And I know I'm being that guy right now, but I just like doing it every once in a while just to have fun. And, you know, just to get back to like what I used to do before I used to press the hot cue, before I just pressed the button here, before I slid the thing up and matched the numbers. Because that's where we're playing Connect 4 here. We're matching lines and numbers. Like that's what we're doing, all right? And that's the thing, though. It's not to denigrate any DJ. I'm not calling out names. I'm guilty of it myself. And that's why the article was so interesting to me, because here these guys are, professional DJs, rock parties, got years of stuff under their belt, and they had to use gear that was 20 years old and came across all types of problems that they didn't realize was even a thing anymore. And, you know, it's good to get out of your comfort zone. That's all I'm saying. Get out of your comfort zone. Mix songs that they're not in your go-to playlist for rocking your party. Just find some other stuff in there. Yeah, I'm not saying to get rid of everything, but I'm just saying, like, change your mix around. You know, play different songs in different orders. Like, give it a go. Give it a whirl. Try something different. Just see how it goes. I definitely think that it's handy for DJs to get out of their comfort zone and just try something different. Like it's beneficial to you. No, I've had videos about improving your skills, whatever, but like everything on your screen is a crutch. And a lot of people don't want to admit this, but everything on your screen is the equivalent of pressing the sync button. It's the same thing applies to you looking at your laptop screen. Everything applies to you. It's the same thing. The only difference here is that it takes you half a second longer to match up the numbers on your laptop screen versus pressing a button. This is why I don't separate the two of them. Like I don't look down on people who press sync, and I don't look down on people who look at the screen to match the waveforms or whatever. I don't look down on you. Like it's a fact of life. This is where we're at right now, and these are all tools. But it is a crutch, and you need to call it as such, all right? Okay. So this is the question I'm asking, and I'm going to leave the link to the story down below. You can read it yourself, and you know, you can look at your DJ gear or whatever and see what you could do without it. But like the question I'm asking is, when was the last time you decided to DJ without any crutches on your screen? The DJ AM mode, which is just there's nothing on the screen, just the name. Not even the name of the song is out there. just I guess a waveform circle thing, or whatever it was on the Serato. They got rid of everything else on the screen. You weren't allowed to look and see, because a lot of DJs and fans used to come up to him and be like, "Hey, what song are you playing right now?" And Serato said, "F it, we're gonna make a mode just for you, and it's called the DJ AM mode." Look it up. Anyways, when was the last time that you personally DJ'd without all this stuff on the screen to help you? When was the last time? And the most important question of the day is, how did they go? Were your DJ skills the exact same as you remember them, or were you a little off because your hearing isn't that great, or you're not used to doing this thing without the hot cues and it took a little longer to mix? That's the question I'm asking. When was the last time you went without it, and how was it? I do this every once in a while, every couple of months. I'm like, woo, gotta get better on these mixes here. And I do get better because I do that. But yeah, that's the question of the day. Let me know what you guys, leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think about this. So if you want to support the channel, buy something from my t-shirt shop, djkeo.store. Link is in the description. And thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I gotta do the whole skedaddle, yada, yada, yada thing. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Help boy out with the algorithm. And peace out, bitches.